It's Tanya, and I am now really getting into the art journal thing, and what I'm doing here is very much based off of a video that I saw a read do. That is a Dear Lizzie stencil. It is my favorite stencil of all time. I think I got it in a hip kit, gosh, years ago, but it's beautiful, and it's I find it easier to work with 12 by 12 stencils, and mainly because I'd struggle. As you will see, I do a lot of mopping and cleaning and things, so I do battle with the mess of stuff. But look at that, how pretty. Do you see? You see how I'm kind of battling to put it down, and this was a bit of a mess as well. That didn't work at all. So yeah, but I love how that came out, and then I thought, wow, look at me go. So I figured I'd better carry on and finish off the rest of the page. And oh yeah, no, the dabbing, always the dabbing. And I have an issue with spraying mists as well, because some of them spray beautifully, and then others will either not spray, or you get this sort of one direction, or it goes everywhere and all over your hands, and so not all sprays are created equally. And what I have there in the sprays is a mixture of, I think there's some dilutions and some shimmers, and they're all from my stash, and I was trying to kind of do a rainbow effect. And so it's now dry, and I'm super happy with it, and I'm thinking, okay, let's do what we've seen other people do and cut out a focal point. Yes, I am getting to know the lingo as well. So you kind of have a focal point and then you add to it. At least that's what I understand. And so I duly cut out that very pretty girl, and that's a Jane Davenport paper pad that I've had in my stash for, oh golly, a long time. That was her first collection she brought out, her first mixed media collection, and she's already brought out a second one, so what can I say? I hoard stuff. And all these bits and pieces come from leftover Hip Kit Club kits. I forget which one this was. It might be December or January. I'm not sure. It might be December or even November or October. I don't remember. Anyway, it's got a lot of Vicki Boutin stuff in it, and it's got these stars. I think they came from Pink Fresh Studio. And really what I'm doing is deciding to place things around this page, because the background is so beautiful that I don't really think you can mess it up. I'm sure I could if I really tried hard, but I'm trying hard not to. So I'm using all of these, and these are Vicki Boutin. They're her clips. They're like a plastic consistency texture, and they're so bright and colorful, and I had so much fun just doing this. It kind of surprised me, and I've done a lot, it's like 4 or 5. I've done quite a few pages since this one, and I'm really starting to think that I'm happy with the way that I do things. It's more a clean style, I've also discovered that I don't really like using acrylic paint too much, because what happens when I use acrylic paint is I make a mess, and then I cover it with white acrylic paint, then I try again, and then I make a mess, and then I cover with the white acrylic paint again, and what happens then is your pages just stick together, because acrylic paint is that sort of plasticky texture, so that's just not working for me. So I think I'm going to kind of stick to spray mists and a tiny bit of paint every now and then maybe. But I'm really, really enjoying it, and I'm really, really enjoying my glue gun because I've got it working again. It's a Bosch one, and it's fantastic. It is cordless, so you charge it, and sometimes it turns itself off, so then the glue doesn't come out. But the problem is that the glue sticks that go in it have to be really quite thin, and we kind of only have sort of several sizes here, and so every now and then one gets stuck in there and then it won't work, and then I have to go to hubby and I plead and beg him to open it up and get it out, and we start all over again. But anyway, fallen madly back in love with it because it's working again. And I don't really know what to tell you other than the fact that I'm now gluing everything down in gay abandon with the hot glue gun, and unfortunately I didn't actually hurt myself. Oh, and the shadows, yes, if you see the shadow, I don't know if you recall, but in one of my videos I said we'd gone down to the beach house and I'd set up this recording, so this is actually one that came from there, so I apologize for the fluctuation in lighting. It's because hubby keeps coming in and doing things, you know, you just can't rely on them to stay out the way, can you? Oh, I love my husband to pieces. I think he's fantastic. Oh, it was his birthday the other day, and he likes Jägermeister. I personally do not like Jägermeister, but that's just a personal preference. And it was kind of serendipitous because I got this email from Net Florist. So, you know, they're one of those, they'll send flowers all over the world kind of thing, but they also venture into other things, and they had this special going to personalize Jägermeister bottles. So I did that, and I was ever so chuffed with myself because I gave his name, and then I called him the geek extraordinaire and all-round good guy. He's very romantic. And then what did they do? I don't know, it's probably on all the bottles, but it's now got a 56 on there, and now he's ripping me off unmercifully because he says, oh, you got it wrong, because he turned 51, but now he reckons that, you know, they put the 56 on there, so I should have put their nerd extraordinaire. Yeah. But he isn't. Yeah, he liked it, so I'm super chuffed with myself, and I'm even more chuffed that it was on special. Little bit cheap, yeah, what can I say? So yeah, I've got my stars stuck down all over the place, and I've got a couple of words on there because I've decided, actually this one is my first sort of major spread that I really, really like, and the next ones that I'm doing, some of them I like more than others, but I mean that's how it goes. But my main objective is to use up the ton of, pardon me, to use up, I had to think there, to use up the ton of letter stickers that I have in my stash, because let's face it, when we make scrapbook layouts, I mean, even though I do quite long titles and things, you still don't use them up. And I have a shed load of them, a boatload, I mean like a Titanic-sized boat of letter stickers. So my goal in life is to do these spreads, have fun with them, and go and look on Pinterest for quotes and then use up my stickers. So yeah, and this also is, I did it mainly to use up some of my Hip Kit Club stuff that I have left over, because isn't that a goal that we have? You know, the more you use up, the more you can buy. So yes, so there, I've got a whole bunch of stuff on here. I'm now putting enamel dots on, and I've got that ampersand because it kind of ties in, because I've got like a title and journaling going on there. And I'm just looking around to see if I can add anything more. And I have to say, I was so over the moon chuffed with this spread. I patted myself on the back and looked at it for ages, and yeah. Anyway, here's a close-up. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll chat again soon.